Hey everyone, it's Emma here. Okay, so have you ever wondered if that special someone might actually, be into you? It's like trying to decipher hieroglyphics or something. Today, we're diving into the top 10 clear signs that she has a massive crush on you. So grab your iced coffee, get comfy, and let's decode the mysterious world of crushes. Stick around to find out if someone might be secretly admiring you from afar. All right, first up, we've got the classic stealing glances. You know, when you catch her looking at you, not just a quick glance, but really looking. And then when you make eye contact, she looks away super fast, maybe even blushing a little. Yeah, that's definitely a sign. It's like she can't help but sneak peeks at you, but then gets totally busted. It's kinda cute, actually. It's like, girl, I see you looking over here. But seriously, think about it. When you're into someone, you can't help but be drawn to them, right? It's like your eyes have a mind of their own. So if you notice she's constantly stealing glances your way, it's a pretty good indicator that she's interested. She might even be trying to figure out if you like her too by seeing if you'll look back at her. So next time you catch her looking your way, don't be afraid to give her a little smile back. You know, just a little something to acknowledge the moment and maybe give her the confidence to actually talk to you. Okay, so you know how sometimes you make a joke and it's not even that funny, but she laughs anyway? Like really laughs? Yeah, that's not just her being polite, it's a major crush symptom. When someone's into you, they're basically programmed to find everything you say hilarious, even if it's like dad joke level humor. It's like everything you say is pure comedic gold to her. I mean, sure, maybe she's just got a great sense of humor, but chances are she's laughing a little bit harder than usual because she's trying to impress you. She wants you to think she's fun and easygoing, and what better way to do that than to laugh at your jokes? Next time you tell a joke, pay attention to her reaction. If she's the first one to laugh and she's laughing a little too hard, well, you might just have yourself an admirer. And hey, maybe she's not just trying to impress you. Maybe you're actually funny. Either way, it's a win-win. All right, let's talk about the power of touch. I mean, not in a weird way or anything, but have you ever noticed how she seems to find excuses to touch you, even if it's just for a second? Like, she might lightly touch your arm when she's making a point, or accidentally brush her hand against yours when you're walking side by side. Or maybe she playfully pushes you or punches you on the arm when you tease her. It's like she can't resist any opportunity to make physical contact. And honestly, it can be pretty freaking adorable. It's those little moments of physical connection that speak volumes. It's like a spark, you know? Of course, some people are just naturally touchy-feely, so don't read too much into a single high five. But if you notice a pattern of her finding reasons to touch you, it's a pretty good sign she's into you. Okay, so this one's a classic for a reason. Does she always seem to be around? Like maybe she suggests grabbing coffee after class or asks if you want to study together for that test you both have coming up, even though you both know she's like a total genius. Or maybe she just happens to be at the same party or event as you, like all the time. Let's be real, guys, she's making excuses to hang out with you. And honestly, it's kind of sweet. It takes effort to put yourself out there like that, you know? She's putting in the work, showing up, and creating opportunities for you two to connect. If she's going out of her way to spend time with you, it's a pretty clear sign she enjoys your company. And who knows, maybe those study sessions will turn into something more. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself, but you get the point. Okay, so you know how sometimes you're talking about something and you realize the other person totally zoned out? Yeah, that's not gonna happen when someone has a crush on you. When she's into you, she's going to be all ears, hanging on to your every word like you're the most interesting person on the planet. She'll remember the smallest details about things you've told her, like the name of your first pet or that weird obsession you had with collecting bottle caps as a kid. And it's not just about listening, it's about engaging with you on a deeper level. She'll ask follow-up questions, want to know more about your passions, and actually seem genuinely interested in your responses. She's basically trying to build a connection with you and understand what makes you tick. It's like she's trying to piece together the puzzle that is you, which is honestly kind of flattering. So, yeah, if she remembers that you mentioned you loved a certain band when you were like 10 years old and then surprises you with tickets to their concert, I'd say that's a pretty solid sign she's paying attention, and that she might just be head over heels. All right, let's be real. In the age of smartphones and social media, texting has become a love language of its own. So if she's texting you frequently, initiating conversations, and actually putting effort into her messages, like using emojis and everything. It's a good sign she's thinking about you. Think about it, we're all busy, right? We've got stuff to do, people to see, TikToks to make. So if she's taking the time to text you, especially if she's the one starting the conversation, it means you're a priority to her. She's making an effort to stay connected and keep the conversation flowing. And pay attention to how quickly she responds to your messages. Does she text back right away, even if she's in the middle of something else? Or does she leave you hanging for hours on end? If she's consistently responsive and engaged in your conversations, it's a good sign she's interested. Okay, this one's pretty self-explanatory, but if she's constantly showering you with compliments, it's a pretty good sign she's smitten. And I'm not just talking about generic compliments like, "Oh, you look nice today." I'm talking about specific, thoughtful compliments that show she's really paying attention to you. Like maybe she notices you got a new haircut and tells you she loves it. Or she compliments your taste in music or your sense of humor. It's like she's looking for any and every opportunity to make you feel good about yourself. And honestly, who doesn't love a little ego boost every now and then? But when those compliments are coming from someone you're into, they just hit different, you know? It's like a little jolt to the heart. So, yeah, if she's constantly complimenting your style, your intelligence, or even your questionable dance moves, she's probably trying to tell you she likes you. Okay, remember how we talked about her being super interested in your life and asking lots of questions? Well, this next sign is kind of an extension of that. If she remembers tiny details about things you've told her, even if it was just in passing, it means she's really listening and that what you say actually matters to her. Like, maybe you mentioned that you had a big presentation at work coming up, and she texts you the day of to wish you luck. Or maybe you told her about your favorite childhood movie, and then a few weeks later, she brings it up out of the blue. It's those little gestures that show she's not just passively listening to you, she's actively storing information away and recalling it later. And honestly, that's pretty rare in a world where everyone is constantly bombarded with information and distractions. So if she remembers the little things, it means you've made an impression. Okay, so maybe she's not totally freaking out or anything, but if you notice she seems a little nervous or fidgety around you, it could be a sign she's crushing hard. Like, maybe she talks a mile a minute when she's around you, or she can't seem to make eye contact for more than 2 seconds. Or maybe she's constantly playing with her hair or fidgeting with her clothes. These are all classic signs of nervousness, and they often pop up when we're around someone we're attracted to. It's like our bodies betray us and go into overdrive, trying to figure out how to act cool and collected when, on the inside, we're a total mess. So, yeah, if she seems a little flustered around you, don't assume she's not interested. It might just be her nerves getting the best of her. All right, last but not least, let's talk about the grand gestures, or maybe not so grand gestures depending on how you look at it. If she's going out of her way to do nice things for you, even if they're small, it's a sign she cares. Like maybe she offers to grab you a coffee on her way to work, or she helps you with a project even though she's swamped herself. Or maybe she surprises you with your favorite candy bar when you're having a bad day. These acts of kindness might seem small, but they speak volumes about how she feels about you. She's going above and beyond to make you happy, and that's a beautiful thing. So there you have it, guys. The top 10 signs she's totally into you. Remember, these are just potential indicators, and everyone expresses their feelings differently. But if you noticed any of these signs, she might just have a crush on you. And hey, even if she doesn't, it's all good. Don't overthink it too much. Just be yourself, be confident, and enjoy the ride. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this. Catch you in the next video.